Hello comrade subscribers. So I've done a bit of work. I have pulled the both of the number 2 and number 3 machines apart and tested both. Neither work. One of them I get no signal at all, no video signal at all. This one, it does seem to boot, but I get a black screen with noise on it. And when I press the red S button, maybe S for stop, Cyrillic C, you can see it's kind of rebooting. So it's doing something. So yeah, so I'm going to put those two aside for later investigation. So this is the one. This machine here is the one that gives me the black screen. You'll notice that actually let's go mobile. Okay, so you'll notice that the ROMs are missing. So luckily the ones in my working machine, my first machine, were socketed, so I put those in. One thing you'll notice about Soviet machines is that the decoupling caps are 68 nano, not 100. I'm used to 100. That's what I'm used to seeing anyway. So it all looks pretty much the same, except for, you notice, okay, that's a bit odd. So that smaller one is a 3.3 nano, I believe. So I don't think I've got any ceramics that size handy. So this is an 89 machine. So this is July 89 era. So, and I think, okay, and that's the matching power supply up there. So this is my original power supply that's working. I notice also that they are slightly different design. You can see here that's an obvious design difference. Over here we've got a different design, you know, the transistors. So that's also something interesting to look at. My original machine is a February 90. Okay, so yeah, so this board needs the ROMs and needs some further work. Let's get the other one. Okay, so this is the other one. This one's not booting at all. You can see it's a different color board. 2 of the ROMs are soldered in, one socketed. Don't know why, maybe they ran out of sockets. So yeah, so you can see there, it's I believe it's a 3.3 nano. I need to replace on the other one. The other interesting thing about this, so this is a 91 board. So the other interesting thing is that's the crystal there. So I've not seen one in a glass case before. So that's always something curious to see. All right, now I'm just having a quick look to see if there was anything obvious. So yeah, so this one will require a little bit more work to see why it's not booting. Yeah, I don't know, not much more to say about this one. Keyboards have got some differences as well. Right, so here's the 2 keyboards. You can tell difference in color. 1991, 1989. One of the first obvious things is number of pins. This has got 4 pins less than, let me just move it, than my keyboard or this other one. You can see here all the pins are totally used. So that is interesting. It's obviously different style keyboard. Well, keyboard's the same, different model. So you can see there it's exactly the same connector, but we're 4 less. Interesting. So this newer one also, the little plastic bits haven't been melted, and the key switch is actually screwed in. So hey, it means you can actually remove the key switches, which is interesting. On this one here, same as with mine, the bits have been melted and there's no screw. So yeah, I'm a bit curious by that. Oh, the other thing I noticed also is let's go mobile. Okay, you can have a look there. You can see we've got the circuit trace has been scratched, and then we've got a patch lead going across there. So obviously there was something metallic there on the board that was going to, I don't know, short or something. Whereas on this one, no need for that. Its circuit's intact. So yeah, interesting. And you can see down here, you can see those final four are not used, whereas they are on that one. Interesting. So there we go. So that's where we are with those two. One's going to be easier to fix than the other, I think. Let me just remount that. So the only thing left for these two machines is basically to have a look at the power supply that came with one of them. So this is my working refurbished power supply. I've got my two switching, I think they're both 12 volt switching regulators up there that I've swapped in. This one's got the original Soviet linear ones. So one of these had failed on that one, and this is the heatsink, obviously, so no need for the heatsink, so I took that off. They're very, very similar, but so this is 89 and this is 90. This is my one is the 90. So you can just see the different placement. So we've got different placement of, I think these are the transformers. So we've got 1, 2, 3 here, and we've got 1, 2, 3 like that. Obviously these transistors are mounted different. Still got this massive 100 microfarad. But then yeah, you can see also here this area is different. Got a relay. I think that's a relay for some reason. That's not on this older board. I assume it's a relay. Oh no, okay, no, it's an inductor. It's an inductor? Okay, it's not a relay. It's an inductor or a toroid. Little mini toroid. Okay, let's have a closer look. Cool, okay. So we've got, 1, 4, 5 and 8. Okay, so I don't know, is that an inductor or a toroid? I have to look at the schematic. Well, that's pretty cool. I just assumed it was a relay with the plastic. There we go, I just learned something. So that's there. That's on my one. And we don't really have anything similar on this other one. So here we've got these big power resistors. Like that, we don't have them in the same place on mine. We've got them over there. And plus we've got this big weird thing. What is it? Looks like it's a capacitor. Sorry. Okay, like is it an XY sort of kind of, we've got like a C1 and a C2. So we've got an X class and a Y class to protect the active and neutrals. Okay. Do we have that? So that, I think there is a rectifier. I assume it's a rectifier. But yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's different. So anyway, so that's where the switch is. I'm going to have to put a new switch on there. That's also missing, so that's a new fuse I have to put on there, and obviously the wire. So I will, a bit of damage there. So yeah, so the next thing to do basically is just to, well, I'm just going to hook this up. Basically, probably hook up active and neutral straight to there. Just bypass all this shit, and see if we get plus minus 5 volts, plus minus 12 volts out of here. That's the plan. And then I've got 2 power supplies. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so it does look like an XY combined. So we've got X class across active and neutral, and we've got Y class between active and ground, or active and earth, and between neutral and earth or something on that side. Pretty big, pretty huge. But yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to desolder all this junk and get this junk out. And I think maybe just solder an AC lead to these two wires here, just to see if we get if it's working. Of course, the obvious question is, well, where's the earth then that the Y class connects to? Maybe this is supposed to be the earth lug. Yeah. Oh, anyway, so I've got all that broken crap off. So I'll just quickly wire up an Aussie AC lead and see what we get out. All right. So it's energized. I have put some heat shrink over the connection, so hopefully that'll satisfy everyone. Maybe I've done something wrong. Paper's conductive, you shouldn't be resting it on paper. All right. So yeah, we've got the AC in over here, 240 volts. Capacitor hasn't exploded out towards me yet. So, according to the schematic, Mrs. Ellen. Here's the schematic. All right. Let me just. I just got Defender of the Crown on my mind. So sorry, there might be some flickering. I haven't changed the light yet. So the pin out is the same between both power supplies. Starts at 1 up to 8, and then 9 up to 16 on this connector down here. Down there. So pin 1 is +5, pin 3 is +5. Yeah, oh, 7 and 5 are ground, I would say. 10 is +12, 12 is -5, and 14 is -12. Capiche? Sorry, I know it's flickering, Okay. So I think we've got 3 is +5, 1 is +5, 5 and 7 I think are ground, 10 +12, 12 -5, and 14 -12. So let's stick the ground. Actually, power it off. Should whine. Not much of a whine. The other one whines when it powers down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jab in there like that. Is this safe to do? Okay, that's ground. Oh, this is also ground, isn't it? That's also ground. Okay. Let's see if this works. So 1 is 5. Okay. Started off at about 4. Okay, let me do this a bit better. Okay, so this is interesting. So pin 1 +5 volts. It started at 4.6, and it just keeps dropping. Pin 3, same. Pin 5 should be ground. Yeah. Pin 10 is +12 volts. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. 9, 10. Don't hold the capacitor at the same time, Brett. So, no, it doesn't seem to be very happy at all, power supply. 14 is supposed to be minus 12. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is plus 12. Not getting anything. 12 is minus 5. We're getting minus, but nothing. And 14 is minus 12. Yep, so we don't seem to be getting anything. So I know that these are, at the back here we've got 2 regulators. So that was the first line of inquiry last time. Let me power this off and rearrange it. Okay, power back on. See, so center is always negative. Oh, center is always ground. That one's doing nothing. That one's got no input really. Same with that one as well. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to have to do a bit of repair on the power supply as well. Let's just check the AC. Let's check the AC. Huh. What? 100 volts only. What? 40 volts? That could be the problem. Okay. Alright, I'm not going to fiddle around with this anymore. I want to get back onto fixing my original partner. So power that off. I'll leave that for another day. So, let me get my original partner. Okay, so this is my original machine. One thing I noticed is that there's an extra resistor on here that the other 2 boards don't have. Anyway, so the first thing I want to do is socket the DRAM. I think I might just cut the legs and pull them out. I haven't had much luck with desoldering these types of boards. I'll try a couple. But I think first off I'll replace the 68 nanos with 100 to see if that improves anything. And then socket all of these as well, and yeah, so that'll be the next part. Until then.